8 is full and cannot accept new messages at this time. Please try.
Randy McDickerson, a.k.a. this fake Jordanian shawarma manufacturer. You know what, David? I'm putting 185% tax on your toy business as soon as I get it to Congress, with all due respect.
High quality, real, natural cheese. Sargento, a promise you can taste.
ChatGPT straight up getting wrong answers.
I just hate how it's so confidently wrong and it just makes shit up.
The master gives himself up to whatever the moment brings. He knows that he is going to die, and he has nothing left to hold on to. No illusions in his mind, no resistances in his body. He doesn't think about his actions. They flow from the core of his being. He holds nothing back from life. Therefore, he is ready for death, as a man is ready for sleep after a good day's work. 51. Every being in the universe is an expression of the Tao. It springs into existence, unconscious, perfect, free, takes on a physical body, lets circumstances complete it. That is why every being spontaneously honors the Tao. The Tao gives birth to all beings, nourishes them, maintains them, cares for them, comforts them, protects them, takes them back to itself, creating without possessing, acting without expecting, guiding without interfering. That is why love of the Tao is in the very nature of things. "52. In the beginning was the Tao. All things issue from it. All things return to it. To find the origin, trace back the manifestations. When you recognize the children and find the mother, you will be free of sorrow. If you close your mind in judgments and traffic with desires, your heart will be troubled. If you keep your mind from judging and aren't led by the senses, your heart will find peace. Seeing into darkness is clarity. Knowing how to yield is strength. Use your own light and return to the source of light. This is called practicing eternity. 53. The Great Way is easy, yet people prefer the side paths. Be aware when things are out of balance. Stay centered within the Tao. When rich speculators prosper, while farmers lose their land, when government officials spend money on weapons instead of cures, when the upper class is extravagant and irresponsible, while the poor have nowhere to turn, all this is robbery and chaos. It is not in keeping with the Tao. 54. Whoever is planted in the Tao will not be rooted up. Whoever embraces the Tao will not slip away. Her name will be held in honor from generation to generation. Let the Tao be present in your life, and you will become genuine. Let it be present in your family, and your family will flourish. Let it be present in your country, and your country will be an example to all countries in the world. Let it be present in the universe, and the universe will sing. How do I know this is true? By looking inside myself. 55. He who is in harmony with the Tao is like a newborn child. Its bones are soft, its muscles are weak, but its grip is powerful. It doesn't know about the union of male and female, yet its penis can stand erect. So intense is its vital power. It can scream its head off all day, yet it never becomes hoarse. So complete is its harmony. The Master's power is like this. He lets all things come and go effortlessly, without desire. He never expects results. Thus he is never disappointed. He is never disappointed. Thus his spirit never grows old. "56. Those who know don't talk. Those who talk don't know. Close your mouth. Block off your senses. Blunt your sharpness. Untie your knots. Soften your glare. Settle your dust. This is the primal identity. Be like the Tao. It can't be approached or withdrawn from, benefited or harmed, honored or brought into disgrace. It gives itself up continually. That is why it endures. 57. If you want to be a great leader, you must learn to follow the Tao. Stop trying to control. Let go of fixed plans and concepts, and the world will govern itself. The more prohibitions you have, the less virtuous people will be. The more weapons you have, the less secure people will be. The more subsidies you have, the less self-reliant people will be. Therefore, the Master says, I let go of the law, and people become honest. I let go of economics, and people become prosperous. I let go of religion, and people become serene. I let go of all desire for the common good, and the good becomes common as grass. 58. If a country is governed with tolerance, the people are comfortable and honest. If a country is governed with repression, the people are depressed and crafty. When the will to power is in charge, the higher the ideals, the lower the results. Try to make people happy, and you lay the groundwork for misery. Try to make people moral, and you lay the groundwork for vice. Thus the Master is content to serve as an example and not to impose her will. She is pointed, but doesn't pierce. Straightforward, but supple. Radiant, but easy on the eyes. 59. For governing a country well, there is nothing better than moderation. The mark of a moderate man is freedom from his own ideas. Tolerant like the sky, all-pervading like sunlight, firm like a mountain, supple like a tree in the wind. He has no destination in view, and makes use of anything life happens to bring his way. Nothing is impossible for him. Because he has let go, he can care for the people's welfare, as a mother cares for her child. Governing a large country is like frying a small fish. You spoil it with too much poking. Center your country in the Tao, and evil will have no power. Not that it isn't there, but you'll be able to step out of its way. Give evil nothing to oppose, and it will disappear by itself. 61. When a country obtains great power, it becomes like the sea. All streams run downward into it. The more powerful it grows, the greater the need for humility. Humility means trusting the Tao, thus never needing to be defensive. A great nation is like a great man. When he makes a mistake, he realizes it. Having realized it, he admits it. Having admitted it, he corrects it. He considers those who point out his faults as his most benevolent teachers. He thinks of his enemy as the shadow that he himself casts. If a nation is centered in the Tao, if it nourishes its own people and doesn't meddle in the affairs of others, it will be a light to all nations in the world. 62. The Tao is the center of the universe, the good man's treasure, the bad man's refuge. Honors can be bought with fine words. Respect can be won with good deeds. But the Tao is beyond all value, and no one can achieve it. Thus, when a new leader is chosen, don't offer to help him with your wealth or your expertise. Offer instead to teach him about the Tao. Why did the ancient masters esteem the Tao? Because, being one with the Tao, when you seek, you find. And when you make a mistake, you are forgiven. That is why everybody loves it. 63. Act without doing. Work without effort. Think of the small as large, and the few as many. Confront the difficult while it is still easy. Accomplish the great task by a series of small acts. The master never reaches for the great. Thus she achieves greatness. When she runs into a difficulty, she stops and gives herself to it. She doesn't cling to her own comfort. Thus, problems are no problem for her. 64. What is rooted is easy to nourish. What is recent is easy to correct. What is brittle is easy to break. What is small is easy to scatter. Prevent trouble before it arises. Put things in order before they exist. The giant pine tree grows from a tiny sprout. The journey of 1,000 miles starts from beneath your feet. Rushing into action, you fail. Trying to grasp things, you lose them. Forcing a project to completion, you ruin what was almost ripe. Therefore, the master takes action by letting things take their course. He remains as calm at the end as at the beginning. He has nothing, thus has nothing to lose. What he desires is non-desire. What he learns is to unlearn. He simply reminds people of who they have always been. He cares about nothing but the Tao. Thus, he can care for all things. 65. The ancient masters didn't try to educate the people, but kindly taught them to not know. When they think that they know the answers, people are difficult to guide. When they know that they don't know, people can find their own way. If you want to learn how to govern, avoid being clever or rich. The simplest pattern is the clearest. Content with an ordinary life, you can show all people the way back to their own true nature. '66. All streams flow to the sea because it is lower than they are. Humility gives it its power. If you want to govern the people, you must place yourself below them. If you want to lead the people, you must learn how to follow them. The master is above the people, and no one feels oppressed. She goes ahead of the people, and no one feels manipulated. The whole world is grateful to her, because she competes with no one. No one can compete with her. 67. Some say that my teaching is nonsense. Others call it lofty, but impractical. But to those who have looked inside themselves, this nonsense makes perfect sense. And to those who put it into practice, this loftiness has roots that go deep. I have just 3 things to teach: simplicity, patience, compassion. These 3 are your greatest treasures. Simple in actions and in thoughts, you return to the source of being. Patient with both friends and enemies, you accord with the way things are. Compassionate toward yourself, you reconcile all beings in the world. 68. The best athlete wants his opponent at his best. The best general enters the mind of his enemy. The best businessman serves the communal good. The best leader follows the will of the people. All of them embody the virtue of non-competition. Not that they don't love to compete, but they do it in the spirit of play. In this, they are like children, and in harmony with the Tao. 69. The generals have a saying: rather than make the first move, it is better to wait and see. Rather than advance an inch, it is better to retreat a yard. This is called going forward without advancing, pushing back without using weapons. There is no greater misfortune than underestimating your enemy. Underestimating your enemy means thinking that he is evil. Thus, you destroy your three treasures and become an enemy yourself. When two great forces oppose each other, the victory will go to the one that knows how to yield. 70. My teachings are easy to understand and easy to put into practice. Yet your intellect will never grasp them, and if you try to practice them, you'll fail. My teachings are older than the world. How can you grasp their meaning? If you want to know me, look inside your heart. 71. Not knowing is true knowledge. Presuming to know is a disease. First realize that you are sick. Then you can move toward health. The Master is her own physician. She has healed herself of all knowing. Thus, she is truly whole. 72. When they lose their sense of awe, people turn to religion. When they no longer trust themselves, they begin to depend upon authority. Therefore, the Master steps back so that people won't be confused. He teaches without a teaching, so that people will have nothing to learn. 73. The Tao is always at ease. It overcomes without competing, answers without speaking a word, arrives without being summoned, accomplishes without a plan. Its net covers the whole universe, and though its meshes are wide, it doesn't let a thing slip through. 74. If you realize that all things change, there is nothing you will try to hold on to. If you aren't afraid of dying, there is nothing you can't achieve. Trying to control the future is like trying to take the master carpenter's place. When you handle the master carpenter's tools, chances are that you'll cut your hand. 75. When taxes are too high, people go hungry. When the government is too intrusive, people lose their spirit. Act for the people's benefit. Trust them. Leave them alone. 76. Men are born soft and supple. Dead, they are stiff and hard. Plants are born tender and pliant. Dead, they are brittle and dry. Thus, whoever is stiff and inflexible is a disciple of death. Whoever is soft and yielding is a disciple of life. The hard and stiff will be broken. The soft and supple will prevail. 77. As it acts in the world, the Tao is like the bending of a bow. The top is bent downward. The bottom is bent up. It adjusts excess and deficiency so that there is perfect balance. It takes from what is too much and gives to what isn't enough. Those who try to control, who use force to protect their power, go against the direction of the Tao. They take from those who don't have enough and give to those who have far too much. The master can keep giving because there is no end to her wealth. She acts without expectation, succeeds without taking credit, and doesn't think that she is better than anyone else. 78. Nothing in the world is as soft and yielding as water. Yet for dissolving the hard and inflexible, nothing can surpass it. The soft overcomes the hard. The gentle overcomes the rigid. Everyone knows this is true, but few can put it into practice. Therefore, the master remains serene in the midst of sorrow. Evil cannot enter his heart. Because he has given up helping, he is people's greatest help. True words seem paradoxical. 79. Failure is an opportunity. If you blame someone else, there is no end to the blame. Therefore, the master fulfills her own obligations and corrects her own mistakes. She does what she needs to do and demands nothing of others. 80. If a country is governed wisely, its inhabitants will be content. They enjoy the labor of their hands and don't waste time inventing labor-saving machines. Since they dearly love their homes, they aren't interested in travel. There may be a few wagons and boats, but these don't go anywhere. There may be an arsenal of weapons, but nobody ever uses them. People enjoy their food, take pleasure in being with their families, spend weekends working in their gardens, delight in the doings of the neighborhood. And even though the next country is so close that people can hear its roosters crowing and its dogs barking, they are content to die of old age without ever having gone to see it. 81. True words aren't eloquent. Eloquent words aren't true. Wise men don't need to prove their point. Men who need to prove their point aren't wise. The master has no possessions. The more he does for others, the happier he is. The more he gives to others, the wealthier he is. The Tao nourishes by not forcing, by not dominating. The master leads.
Okay, curiosity got me here. So you do nothing? What lines up with ASMR magician? I get no sounds? Nothing? No. Nothing. It's actually hilarious. Props.
structure fixes all three. You see, most people actually don't stop and think.
The sayings of the Buddha. Choices. We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts we make the world. Speak or act with an impure mind, and trouble will follow you as the wheel follows the ox that draws the cart. We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts we make the world. Speak or act with a pure mind, and happiness will follow you as your shadow, unshakable.
Right now in Turkey, even if an Arab person goes there, they get so discriminated against. They're just like, oh, you know Magnus, how he comes, he's Iranian, right? But yeah, that's how it is over there. Like, they just don't...
Farida, I have a female cousin who married in Turkey. Are they really mistreated?
My auntie's married to a Turkish man, and my cousins are half Turkish. So I'm not...
So, say hello to John Kitover. He's coming here. That's him. That is him. It is him. He came in the moment we mentioned him. I love John Kitover. He's like my boo-boo. He's like my little kid. I thought you were sleeping, man. Thought you had to get some sleep. I love Tylenol. I love Tylenol.
Not even that funny. I don't know why you're laughing.
It is funny. Shut up, faggot.
Mm-hmm. Bro, who are you calling the faggot? Look at your profile picture, fam.
We'll see you later.
Would you have gone out with Mom Donnie's girlfriend if you met her on Hinge?
100%.
Listen, I've been liking you more and more every day. You changed my opinion on you. I would say no.
I wouldn't. I think she's so hot.
Today,
that's retarded, bro. Like, imagine being so communist and left-wing to the point where you're convinced that that bitch looks good. No, I'm not communist.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Do you like
She is not attractive, bro.
No, that's your gender.
She's an 8. She's a solid 8.
Dude, she looks like Indian.
Some
Middle
with other
Eastern.
pictures, she looks like a heroin addict or something.
That's what I was going to say. She needs to fix the nose. She needs to fix the nose. Like, someone needs to go take her to California, fly her to a nice nose surgeon, get the bridge kind of shaved up a bit.
Yeah, from the side, she's got what do you call it? I don't know if it's a hook nose. Like a bird nose. I love Mamdani. Yeah, me too. We need more Mamdanis.
You know, his name Zoran is just a Kabbalistic reference to the Zohar. So when does your grand Jewish conspiracy come into play where you end up believing that he's working for your J words?
I'd ass.
No, we don't do anti-Semitic stuff here, candidate. That's just you, man. We're not anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory. That's the ultimate conspiracy theory that Rabbi Randy McDickerson here is ultimately going to come to. He's going to say, it turns out Mom Donnie works for the J words, because that's the way this shawarma goat herder's brain works.
Well, how do you think he won? How do you think he won?
Liberal Jews.
I feel bad for the Cuomos. They got decimated, bro. In all fairness, he did kill a lot of elderly during COVID. Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. Look at Ben Shapiro. He told. I mean, that literally benefits. Look, the elderly's a drain. Look, it's better having them die with dignity in an elderly home from a virus than to euthanize themselves.
It literally brings health costs down.
It does.
I'm crazy.
So he did a great job. Regardless, what do you think? What do you think about this whole Ben Shapiro situation? What happened? He's having total meltdown.
A total meltdown. See the link there with this douchebag.
Alright, let's see. Total meltdown. Like it's crazy. Oh, this was a while ago. This was a while ago, no?
It may have been, but it's making the rounds now. It's going viral now.
Yeah, this was a while ago because I remember watching this. I was just kind of like, oh, this is Kathy. What is this?
No,
the other link.
Kathy's packet for 2025. I think it's solid if you haven't gone through it.
Well, Kathy says that Bitcoin will go to 100K. Sorry, like to a million K.
Yeah.
No, a million K. It'll go to $1 million.
Okay. I was like, that's crazy. $1 billion for Bitcoin.
No. $1 million, she says. She wants to pump Bitcoin.
Yeah, she's got great charts.
She's got great titties.
She's got some solid research there on robotics.
She's great at everything, bro. Kathy is amazing. This music's amazing.
So Lou, did you ever get a job? Did you ever get a job, Lou?
I like this.
Lou, did you ever get a job, Lou?
No.
So what do? You just come on Clubhouse every day? You like don't actually do anything?
Dude, I've been out of a job for like, 4 weeks? What are you talking about?
What, 4 weeks?
I was pulling like 90-hour weeks for fucking 4 months straight.
Well, eVTOL just gave us $50 for the campaign. You want to be an AI campaign strategist for, $1 a day for the next 50
there you
days?
go. That's my job. You don't want to be HR for the kosher shekel? No. Why not? I reject HR. Well, why not be the HR?
So candidate
That's true. I mean, that's the point there.
Well, you can be the city of Chicago's Bucks.
Or you can be
the balance the buck over there. I actually want to ask him a serious question.
No, there's no serious questions, bro. The fact that people asking a question is not serious because you're never going to get a serious answer. And therefore the question cannot be serious. Does that make sense? What are some of your policies, John?
Well, you can go to John Kitover on Instagram.
We have a donor in the room. I think he'd maybe like to know. I don't want to speak for him. But do you really think this nigga is gonna be a congressman? I hope he gets in. I hope he does.
Did you just say the N-word?
Yes. Look, how do you do oppositional research on a guy that just puts everything out there? You can't really get him on anything. He puts it all out there. I just don't know how else to say it. I hope you win, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, Darren LaHood has refused to sign the discharge petition to release the Epstein files. So this audience, this group of speakers, could be instrumental in helping me get the message out about Darren LaHood and why voters in 16 shouldn't vote for LaHood.
So let me ask you this. As a potential congressman, why are you trying to go after an innocent man? Especially when he's dead.
Well, the fact that you think Jeffrey Epstein is an innocent man while Ghislaine is sitting in prison and his neck has been snapped, and Bill Gates is giggling saying, well, Epstein's dead. I'm sorry, but when Bill Gates is laughing on TV, giggling, saying, haha, well, he's dead now, well, there's been some fuckery happening. Ooh, got kicked.
No good for us. Understand that.
These things aren't regulated though. Even with the packages that you get from TikTok, right?
Let me say one thing, bro. I just want to say one thing because I hear you and I respect where you guys come from, but we do see in the actual human control trials when they actually, I'm not talking about animals, I'm not talking about vitro or any of that stuff. I'm talking about in the human studies, us. When they study the people who eat more fruits and vegetables, and I want to be clear. And
Look how he abused me and beat me, how he threw me down and robbed me. Live with such thoughts, and you live in hate. Look how he abused me and beat me, how he threw me down and robbed me. Abandon such thoughts.
Look at this. Just look. If this had come out a few years earlier, plumbers would have been out of a job by now. I'm telling you one last time.
How he abused me and beat me, how he threw me down and robbed me. Abandon such thoughts and live in love. In this world, hate never yet dispelled hate. Only love dispels hate. This is the law, ancient and inexhaustible. You too shall pass away. Knowing this, how can you quarrel? How easily the wind overturns a frail tree.
Johnson, welcome to ASMR Magician. Is there something you want to say, Johnson?
Seek happiness in the senses, indulge in food and sleep, and you too will be uprooted. The wind cannot overturn a mountain. Temptation cannot touch the man who is awake, strong, and humble, who masters himself and minds the law.
What up, Nora?
If a man's thoughts are muddy...
Hello. I came in here by accident, but it's okay.
Oh.
I accidentally clicked the notification. I'm watching Young Sheldon. Are you listening to the sayings of the Buddha?
Yeah. Why do you watch Young Sheldon? That show is so stupid. It's so fucking stupid.
How would you know unless you watched it?
I've seen like one episode. I was like, oh, this is so stupid. I'd never watch that again.
Really? I saw it on Twitter and it was so funny, so I just started watching it.
No, I mean, I know it's funny, but it's just like, there's just too many shows. Like, I can't dedicate any time.
I don't typically like to watch shows but right now I'm depressed and staying at the house, so at least I'm doing something. There was an episode where, never mind, if you don't think it's funny, I won't say it.
No, go ahead, say it.
There was an episode where there's a really smart girl that's was having a hard time, and his smart professor friend Sheldon, the 10-year-old, recommended listening, that sometimes people just need to listen. And so he's like listening to her and just sitting there listening, and then old Sheldon is narrating, the one from The Big Bang Theory. And he said, hold on, I wrote it down because it was so funny to me. He said, it turned out I was really good at listening. The trick is to sit there, and when you want to leave, don't. It's so funny. He's just like looking so attentively. Like, okay. Yeah, I guess you didn't find it funny, but it was hilarious to me. It's a funny show. Maybe it's helping stretch out my muscle. Alright, is your mom back?
No, she flew back home.
So after your birthday, did she come back or did she just go straight home?
Yes, she Irish goodbye me and went straight home.
Oh, that sucks.
No, it's fine. I just went downstairs and I cleaned up her apartment. She left a bunch of food out that was now beginning to rot and smelled terrible.
That's weird. Usually moms are the ones that clean after us, not the other way around.
Well, she was probably in a rush, but I forgot, that the food was out, so. No big deal. I cleaned the dishes.
How long have you been away from your family?
I haven't been away from anybody. What do you mean away from?
Like living without your family?
When did I move into my own place? Probably like 2007, maybe.
Okay. And you don't see them regularly?
Yeah, pretty regularly. Holidays, etc.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't even imagine living with your mother screaming in the background. Afwan Nora! Afwan Nora! Afwan Nora, you're not freeing Gaza from the people for your unclanas all day watching the stupid TV show, Nora. Go to the fucking gym. You're never going to be beautiful and young again. You can't get young watching Young Sheldon.
No, listen.
Your mom sounds very annoying.
Listen. My mom does scream at me. That is true. And if it wasn't for this injury, I would push back on the young thing. I do feel old because of it. The beautiful thing, I didn't think that since I was a teenager. But the young thing, I think this is aging me. But other than that, that's the only reason you can say that now. Not because I'm 40, but because of my injury.
Nora, go to the gym and stop watching Young Sheldon. Allahu Akbar, you've got to study the Quran. You've got to free Palestine. You can't free Palestine watching Jewish television about Young Sheldon.
I know, it's so Jewish, but the director
Young Sheldon is Jewish, boy.
Listen, I walked to church today to go to this thing at like 6:30, and it was about 30 degrees, and it was a 30-minute walk to get there, and it made my face swollen. So I don't know how I'm supposed to go to the gym if going outside makes my face swollen. Like, it makes my where it cut, it just makes it more swollen.
You can't keep talking like this. Your mother is going to beat not just your face, but your ass for being such a stupid person. I don't care about the cold weather and your swollen face. You got to go to the fucking gym, whether you like it or not. You got to take a fucking shower too.
Honestly, for not working out
give you
for
some
2
motherfucking
weeks,
rim shawarma.
For not working
Some
out for 2
motherfucking
weeks, I think
kanafa.
I look okay.
Give you some
I think I look
hummus.
okay.
Give you some Arabic salad. Mama know how to take care of her baby Nora that she live at home again.
I wish my
Allahu
mom spoiled
Akbar.
me.
Allahu Akbar.
You know, I was almost on my own in California, right?
Allahu Akbar.
I can't believe you think Young Sheldon is bad.
You like that show? That's just so boring.
Dude, it's so funny.
I mean, I like comedy, but that's like watching Three Stooges. It's all just so stupid.
It's so funny. It's so funny, especially when he's at church. When he's at church, and because he's an atheist, and he calls himself an atheist Baptist. That's how you know that Jewish people wrote this. There's actually a guy with last name. His name is Jafar Mahmoud. He's a director, so there is some. I don't know. I don't think he's Muslim, but I think he's like South Asian or something. I mean, you're listening to a guy. You want to listen to the sayings of the Buddha, and the Buddha, according to you, abandoned his wife and child.
It's a metaphor. It's not literal.
There's no metaphor for abandonment.
It's in the well, it could be prejudiced. I don't really know. It could be the translation that it's from. You know, meaning that like it's somebody from Harvard that added that in there. I don't know if that's real or not. And it's just something I read in a sacred textbook, but that's the intro. That's not the actual sayings. So if you think somebody's intro discredits somebody without actually reading what the supposed sayings are, I mean, the joke's on you, Scarface.
Do you, I am Scarface now. Do you, it's so sad, I can't believe this happened to me. But do you believe in heaven and hell?
Nora, stop wasting your time on that stupid social audio chat app called Clubhouse. Your mother wants you to go into the kitchen and help her make the mensaf and make the baba ganoush.
You're not doing an Arab accent, but do you believe in heaven
Afwa,
and hell?
Nora! Bateja! Bateja, Nora! Habibti, Bateja!
There you go. Do you believe in heaven and hell?
Of his own nature,
Yeah, those are words, Nora.
clear and true.
I wanted to ask you a question about it. That's why I wanted to say if you believe in heaven and hell or not.
Yeah, they're states of mind.
No. Do you believe after you die that there is a place that you will go that is a heaven or a hell? Do you believe in that?
Possibly. Who knows? Hi, Jane. Welcome. What's your point, Nora? Welcome, Jane, to
question-
Roasting Barbecue Nora here. This is Nora Bandura, a scar-faced young schmuck who is asking me stupid questions and wasting all her time watching young Sheldon. And
Okay, so
Jane,
listen.
hold on a second. Jane is a campaign contributor. I want to give Jane a campaign update.
Okay.
Today we have filed 2 objections to both the Republican and the Democratic candidate for the 16th district, and 2 objections were also filed against me. And the trial is in about 8 days, and the incumbent congressman is about 550 signatures short of having the minimum. So it's possible we can knock him off the ballot. It becomes a game of chess. If they can knock me off, well, then we have to have some type of settlement, and then we'll probably both appear on the ballot. So that's how that's going. But I don't know how the outcome will go, but we have to go to trial. And I have a possible attorney who has a huge presence on X. And I'm hoping that prior to the trial, like maybe daily, he will publicize me and promote me, and maybe do interviews, etc., as we prepare for the trial. So I would hope that he includes that in his legal fees if he really wants my business. Otherwise, if he's going to charge me thousands of dollars, I'm just going to do it myself. Maybe that's a bad idea, but I'm not, unless I can find people to help me invest in the lawfare, I'm not going to dig deep into my pockets, but I'm praying. Ribono Shalom. Okay, Nora, back to young Nelson.
Okay, so my question to you is, so you were, I think it's humble to say I don't know about what happens after you die, so I respect that. But what would you want to happen if there was a heaven? Let's not talk about hell, but if there was a heaven, what would you want? What would heaven be to you?
I don't know. Probably the ability to just, have infinite chances, or infinite, like infinite wishes, just like the genie bottle. Like if you had infinite wishes, that would be pretty amazing. But maybe you do.
Yeah. What do you think? Would you want to be in your physical form, or would you just want your spirit/soul?
Probably, 80, 20, 20, 80. I don't know, whatever the optimal combo is. But if you have unlimited wishes, then you can just change that, play however you want.
Yeah. Do you know what the Catholic position is on heaven?
Don't push the red button. What's your point?
No, I'm just when people talk about heaven and I don't know, I'm kind of surprised about the Christian paradigm of heaven.
Yeah, but Christians, have to accept the now, which is the paradise. Now is the heaven. And if all you do is spend your time trying to build up credit for some type of Christian retirement center with a Cadillac and infinite abundance, I mean, that's totally not the point of Christianity.
It's heaven in the Catholic paradigm is constant communion with God.
Yeah, okay, well then that's now. You think it's sometime in the future or something?
No, that's a very Sufi. So you know what the definition of a Sufi is?
Yep.
What?
Their farts don't stink.
You could call a Sufi an impatient lover who wants to be connected with God in the now rather than in the later. So a Sufi is somebody who wants to experience that union with God in this here and now. So I'm not against what you say about the now. I used to actually preach about it all the time, like 10, 15 years ago. Now.
Well, you're doing it again now. Congratulations.
Yeah, but I think there's a harm in being in the now and not thinking about the future, even though the future is the now.
There is no future. There's only now.
But you can prepare for what you want in your now.
You can prepare for the future and the now, but the future is still conceptual. The now is all there will ever be.
what do you think of the idea of time?
Time is mostly thoughts. It's
Do you
space.
believe that it's possible that in some other place in the universe that you are being born right now?
No. No is all
Okay.
there is.
Got it. The Catholics believe in, like, well, that because of time being this construct and it being relative and all this other stuff, that something can be perpetual over and over and over. So they believe that Jesus' crucifixion is perpetual.
Mm-hmm.
Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's called the now.
Well, anyways, when you become this representative, can you give me like $2 million for my reconstructive surgery?
You're gonna need $2 million to print a new face?
I don't know how much it'll be. I figured the rest I can, just put it in the bank.
Oh.
I want to get ice cream tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to try. My goal is to fall asleep, wake up, go to the gym. We'll have to pay my gym membership because my credit card, like I need to change my credit card. Go to the gym and then go get ice cream from the grocery store.
You sound like my mom.
I actually used to have videos where I would like have a selfie video where I'd be eating ice cream right before the gym. Because the grocery store is right next to the gym.
Well, I try to go to the gym on a semi-empty stomach, because nobody likes somebody who's farting or shitting their pants while they're, moving at the gym. Well, I am very tired, and I think maybe
that's because you don't relax enough. Like you need to just do what I do. That way you never get tired and you sleep whenever you need to.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I should take a shower. I don't know. I took a hot bath and a shower today already.
What do you think when people call humans like negative? Okay, so today at the class, the teacher was saying humans are basically, what was the phrase he used? Stinky, stupid sheep, something like that. Stinky, sinless. Like, I didn't really like the way he portrays humans. Do you think humans are like that? Like that we're just these people that are hopeless and just I don't know. I don't like that attitude.
Well, there's lots of ways to frame it, and lots of different.
I mean, what do you think of humans? Like, do you think humans are inherently good or inherently bad?
Oh, you should just read The Rights of Man. Do you know what the law is with regards to man?
I like to reflect and have my own thoughts rather than steal other people's thoughts.
Oh, you're stealing by taking information and speaking and talking about it? That's stealing?
Not stealing. I just like to contemplate on these thoughts on like my own.
Yeah, I know. That's what's called stupid.
Okay, but you have observations throughout your life. You have experiences throughout your life. It's not stupidity.
It is.
And I don't mind engaging in conversation to learn.
Well, I don't care what you do, stupid. I'm in the book club.
This says public. Anyways, do you believe humans are inherently good or inherently bad?
Listen, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm in a book club, and as I just told you, you may not like my responses because you want some type of natural response. But as I said, you should probably go read The Rights of Man and, join the book club because it's a lot more interesting than just, trying to come up with your genuine, authentic responses. I mean, yes, I can give you those very generic responses, but there's a lot out there, and I mean, you're asking all the right questions, but you're also on my show. What's the point? So, what's the point?
My niece did hit me while I had my glasses on, and that sucked. True. That was just random. Since we're on your show.
I just like to ask people all the time now. What's the point?
I want ice cream.
What's the point? I didn't really have a good dinner tonight, which sucks.
Do you usually have good dinners?
I mean, I had 2 pieces of pizza tonight. That's about it. It's not very good.
And what did you have yesterday?
6 pieces.
6 pieces of?
6 pieces of pizza. I was like, I overdid it. I really only needed 4, but I pushed it. I was
So
like,
yeah,
you're
so
gonna
you
get
had
more.
a bad dinner because you didn't have enough pizza. It wasn't the pizza itself.
Let me see if there's a restaurant. I really don't want to drive right now. I'm very tired. I just want to probably just go brush my teeth, go to bed.
Just make something. Do you have any groceries?
Nah, I could make scrambled eggs.
Yeah, scrambled eggs is good to eat at night. Put some cheese with it. Cook it with some olive oil. It'll be good. Cut up tomatoes and cucumbers and some other sides. I'm sure you'll eat it with a fork, but if you don't want to eat it with a fork, you can eat it with some bread to fill you up more. Apparently the cold makes your injuries worse. I didn't realize that.
I don't know. You know what the biggest secret in life is?
What?
You don't have to go very far to be happy.
Yeah, it's very easy. Just watch Young Sheldon and laugh.
Yeah, young Sheldon's gonna teach you everything you need to know.
Actually, I learned a little bit about the Bible from Young Sheldon.
Oh, young Sheldon, the master. The master, young Sheldon, the teacher.
The guy that he's playing is actually a gay guy that's married to a other gay guy, like the actor himself.
The best value. I'm gonna play for you some young Sheldon quotes, and you tell me if it's not some of the gayest, dumbest shit you've ever heard.
Okay, let's hear. I can just say them to you.
Can I sit with you?
I think Mommy needs to be alone right now.
All right.
I watched this episode.
Mom, I'm scared.
Why?
You didn't go to church. You stopped saying grace. I don't understand what's going on.
That's when
It's kind of hard to
the
explain.
neighbor's daughter died.
Is it me? Did I do something wrong?
Of course not. Come here.
Tell me,
It
Mommy.
ends funny, this episode.
I can't listen to it. Okay, wait.
Why? It's so funny. He basically gets her to start
Hi, Mom.
praising
What
God
did you
again.
do? Good news. I found out what part was making that noise.
You have to put this back together. Now we're back to the bad news. What made you think you could fix this?
I'm smart.
He took apart the refrigerator.
Do you still think you're smart?
Yes. Hello, Pete. My name is Sheldon Cooper, and I would like to know what changed in your white sandwich loaf to make it taste different.
Sheldon, hang up the phone. It's dinner time.
Be right there, Mom. I'm doing battle with corporate America. I'm sorry, Pete. You were saying?
Any chance your bread was past the expiration date?
No, it was brand new, but I did a taste comparison after it was bought out by the Domestic Food Corporation, and they are definitely not the same.
Well, I can assure you that the recent acquisition by the Domestic Food Corporation has not affected the quality of our products in any way. Every single bread, baked good, and pastry is made with love, from our hearth to your home.
Then why does it taste different, Pete? Why?
Well, because now we make everything really cheap and fast. Bye.
That's the episode
You'll be
where,
amazed to know that the Nobel Prize, while being the most prestigious award in science, is not generally celebrated in this country.
What, Jason?
I've seen all these episodes.
Hey, come on, man. Like, do you know what the sayings of Buddha is? I don't think we're talking about that.
The sayings of young Sheldon.
Saying of what? Look.
John's little brother. His name is Sheldon.
Okay, are you talking about Buddha, like Buddhism?
No.
Oh, so when Buddha means what?
No, this is called the sayings of young Sheldon.
From Big Bang Theory?
Oh, see? He watches it.
Oh, yeah, I watched it. Wait. How is he called Buddha?
Are you gonna make eggs, John, or are you gonna go to a restaurant? What did you decide?
I'm just gonna go to sleep.
From my point of view, like, I was thinking, like, oh, Buddha, like, so Buddhism. But then you said Sheldon. Sheldon, yeah. Great man. Like, from my point of view, like, he was, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's very logical and autistic. But autism is not a bad thing. I'm a psychologist, so I could say it's a superpower. So, I'm sorry, I just joined now. So, like, how does Sheldon and Buddha connect?
What is it? And you love the way I read Big today, and you love the way I show up at church. You're fun. We ought to go out for drinks one night. I'll give you my number. Well, all right. I'm around tomorrow if you're free. Sure. You should know something, though. Well, I'm kind of dating your ex-husband. You waited till now to tell me?
Lost leaders. And then there's all the widest selection of Patriot apparel. T-shirts, ball caps, hoodies, you name it. Wearing Patriot.
Look at that. You mad old silverback. You mad old conspiracy theory silverback, you. Elon, you let him back on X. You caused this, Musk. You caused this. Thank you, Rumble. Thank you, all of you revolutionary radicals. This is the only bit people are going to see. All that stuff about Jesus, man. I use a lovely beef tallow to keep Alex Jones's nipples fresher than ever. If you tallow those nipples good, then Bill Gates can suck upon those teats like Romulus and Remus.
Bill Gates has millions of acres now of land.
Yeah, what's that with that farmland? Bill Gates wouldn't survive in nature. I say we release Bill Gates back into the wild and see how long he lasts.
Well, that'd be a great show, like 1,000 acres. Egg in the flame.
It's called Gated Community, and you just let Bill Gates be loose there, and he has to try and survive. Like, let's get everyone that went.
Hunting with Nerf guns.
Hunting with Nerf guns. Hey, wait a minute.
Actually, we hit him with pies.
Oh, no, wait a minute. In the Nerf guns, there's vaccines. And we go like, hey, Bill, there's another one. There's your 9th booster shot. Oh, no, they don't actually work. What did you just say? Let me have another one. Oh, there he is, Albert. Okay, I've been released into the wild right now, and I can tell you that climate change, wait a minute, climate change is real. No, wait a minute, it's not real. Now, my titty boobs are real enough.
I say, Romulus and Remus will found Rome sucking my titties.
What is Lucifer's defining attribute? Lucifer wants glory and power away from God. He is the...
He wants to be God.
He wants to be God, and that seems grandiose and ridiculous till I think about me trying to be in charge of my own life, me trying to be in charge of my own schedule. Then I see that I am like Eve, fallen and disobedient. I am like Lucifer, that I want to be God and I want to be in control of my life. And one might even see it, Alex, as a neurological circuit, or like the luminosity of the map behind us, that those false circuits that are lit up as self prevent the holy flow of the living God. It's only when, like Moses or like Alex Jones in prayer, you collapse prone, face down, and give up your identity, that the Holy One can flow through you. If you're caught up in being Russell Brand or Alex Jones, or insert your name here, and that's all you should insert, don't insert anything else, not a finger, not a banana, nothing naughty, nothing cheeky. If you are worshipping yourself, then Satan has you. When you surrender to Christ, then you become his operative, his agent here. Of course we know the price of this. Alex Jones has long known it. It may cost you your life. You have to be willing up to the point that you will be sacrificed for what you believe in. And the reason that you've had the career that you have, and I know there's been hard points, I know that what you went through with Sandy Hook, I know that you've gone through these court cases, I know you've gone through people hating you and damning you and judging you, is because I think all of us know that if you have to die for this, you'll die for this. We can feel it. And that's the attribute.
Well, it's true. It's not about me, but the total commitment is what they fear, because they know I don't fear them because I've committed to this. That's exactly right, Russell. They know because I don't care, just like you've been persecuted. It's passing point. It's like a V for Vendetta, where he puts her in the dungeon like he was. It goes through the same process. She says, go ahead and kill me. He goes, now you're free. Cool. It's the point you say, I'm done. I don't care. I'm going to tell the truth no matter what. That's when you're free. And that's what they're scared of.
Yeah, that's right. And I suppose when you still want some of the spoils of the culture, when you want money or when you want to be able to sleep around, then they can control you through the defibrillation of pleasure, through little sensual shocks to the body. They can control you, a little stirring of pleasure, a little stirring of shame. But when you're in him, when you're in the Holy One, when you're in Christ, they don't control you no more. They can use all of their systems against you. They can turn the media and government agencies and institutions and deep private online investigations. They can manage information. They can control things for all of their deep state operations, but they cannot control the Holy One. They can only emulate through counterfeit, can't they, Alex?
Great to see you again in person, only the second time, but I feel like you're best buddies with you. I watch you all the time. Been on your show, been on my show. Here you are for the next hour, 30 minutes or so, or however long you want to stay. And talk about planets aligning, though. We had this set up like a week or so ago, or a couple weeks ago, for you to come in on this Saturday. And then all hell broke loose yesterday. And now even Thomas Massey's seen the documents. I know the congressional stuff. I know the DOJ inside baseball. The DOJ under pressure from Kash Patel and others, and Pam Bondi is holding off on this. People are giving Ed Martin the credit. He's like, don't give me the credit, but I can tell you, the officials have been looking at this. They knew this a long time ago. A Capitol Police officer with another group connected to Pelosi, who's actually CIA, that's confirmed.
Oh, you don't like this, Jason?
I don't understand the point. Well, what are you trying to say?
Well, you're on my show. It's called What's the Point?
Look, he said that you should not worship yourself.
The Dhammapada, translated by Max Muller. This is a LibriVox recording.
Anyway, you know, Christianity is kind of like going down. It's the most declining fucking religion.
To volunteer,
you guys are gonna come
please
back
visit
here.
LibriVox.org. Recording by...
Did you not hear it? Did you not hear them on the TV saying that? Shut the fuck up.
Of God and men is the foremost and mightiest and most comprehensive of all. That from God have descended the germs of life, not to my Father only and the Father's Father, but to all things that are born and grow upon the earth, and in a special manner to those endowed with...
This is what I like.
Hath given us a mind and act with a mind...
Young Sheldon. What a stupid show.
I forgot about you. Are you doing something?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm eating chocolate now.
Uh-oh.
Tao Te Ching can be translated as the book of the...
That gut's gonna start growing.
The imminence of the way.
I
Close to
already have
the
a huge
ground.
stomach. I don't mind. It's from the drugs.
Oh.
In the hospital.
In thinking.
Gotta do some sit-ups.
Keep to the simple.
Or I just find somebody that loves me the way I am.
In conflict. Be
good luck.
Fair and generous.
Thank you.
In governing.
Don't try to control. In work, do what you enjoy. In family life, be completely present. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everybody will respect you. 9. Fill your bowl to the brim, and it will spill. Keep sharpening your knife, and it will blunt. Chase after money and security, and your heart will never unclench. Care about people's approval, and you will be their prisoner. Do your work, then step back. The only path to serenity. 10. Can you coax your mind from its wandering and keep to the original oneness? Can you let your body become supple as a newborn child's? Can you cleanse your inner vision until you see nothing but the light? Can you love people and lead them without imposing your will? Can you deal with the most vital matters by letting events take their course? Can you step back from your own mind and thus understand all things? Giving birth and nourishing. Having without possessing. Acting with no expectations. Leading and not trying to control. This is the supreme virtue. 11. We join spokes together in a wheel, but it is the center hole that makes the wagon move. We shape clay into a pot, but it is the emptiness inside that holds whatever we want. We hammer wood for a house, but it is the inner space that makes it livable. We work with being, but non-being is what we use. 12. Colors blind the eye. Sounds deafen the ear. Flavors numb the taste. Thoughts weaken the mind. Desires wither the heart. The master observes the world, but trusts his inner vision. He allows things to come and go. His heart is open as the sky. 13. Success is as dangerous as failure. Hope is as hollow as fear. What does it mean that success is as dangerous as failure? Whether you go up the ladder or down it, your position is shaky. When you stand with your 2 feet on the ground, you will always keep your balance. What does it mean that hope is as hollow as fear? Hope and fear are both phantoms that arise from thinking of the self. When we don't see the self as self, what do we have to fear? See the world as yourself. Have faith in the way things are. Love the world as yourself. Then you can care for all things. 14. Look, and it can't be seen. Listen, and it can't be heard. Reach, and it can't be grasped. Above, it isn't bright. Below, it isn't dark. Seamless, unnameable, it returns to the realm of nothing. Form that includes all forms. Image without an image. Subtle, beyond all conception. Approach it, and there is no beginning. Follow it, and there is no end. You can't know it, but you can be it. At ease in your own life. Just realize where you come from. This is the essence of wisdom. 15. The ancient masters were profound and subtle. Their wisdom was unfathomable. There is no way to describe it. All we can describe is their appearance. They were careful as someone crossing an iced-over stream, alert as a warrior in enemy territory, courteous as a guest, fluid as melting ice, shapeable as a block of wood, receptive as a valley, clear as a glass of water. Do you have the patience to wait till your mud settles and the water is clear? Can you remain unmoving till the right action arises by itself? The master doesn't seek fulfillment. Not seeking, not expecting. She is present and can welcome all things. 16. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Let your heart be at peace. Watch the turmoil of beings, but contemplate their return. Each separate being in the universe returns to the common source. Returning to the source is serenity. If you don't realize the source, you stumble in confusion and sorrow. When you realize where you come from, you naturally become tolerant, disinterested, amused, kind-hearted as a grandmother, dignified as a king. Immersed in the wonder of the Tao, you can deal with whatever life brings you. And when death comes, you are ready. 17. When the master governs, the people are hardly aware that he exists. Next best is a leader who is loved. Next one who is feared. The worst is one who is despised. If you don't trust the people, you make them untrustworthy. The master doesn't talk, he acts. When his work is done, the people say, "Amazing, we did it, all by ourselves." 18. When the great Tao is forgotten, goodness and piety appear. When the body's intelligence declines, cleverness and knowledge step forth. When there is no peace in the family, filial piety begins. When the country falls into chaos, patriotism is born. 19. Throw away holiness and wisdom, and people will be 100 times happier. Throw away morality and justice, and people will do the right thing. Throw away industry and profit, and there won't be any thieves. If these three aren't enough, just stay at the center of the circle and let all things take their course. 20. Stop thinking and end your problems. What difference between yes and no? What difference between success and failure? Must you value what others value, avoid what others avoid? How ridiculous. Other people are excited, as though they were at a parade. I alone don't care. I alone am expressionless, like an infant before it can smile. Other people have what they need. I alone possess nothing. I alone drift about like someone without a home. I am like an idiot. My mind is so empty. Other people are bright. I alone am dark. Other people are sharp. I alone am dull. Other people have a purpose. I alone don't know. I drift like a wave on the ocean. I blow as aimless as the wind. I am different from ordinary people. I drink from the Great Mother's breasts. 21. The Master keeps her mind always at one with the Tao. That is what gives her her radiance. The Tao is ungraspable. How can her mind be at one with it? Because she doesn't cling to ideas. The Tao is dark and unfathomable. How can it make her radiant? Because she lets it. Since before time and space were, The Tao is. It is beyond is and is not. How do I know this is true? I look inside myself and see. "22. If you want to become whole, let yourself be partial. If you want to become straight, let yourself be crooked. If you want to become full, let yourself be empty. If you want to be reborn, let yourself die. If you want to be given everything, give everything up." The Master, by residing in the Tao, sets an example for all beings. Because he doesn't display himself, people can see his light. Because he has nothing to prove, people can trust his words. Because he doesn't know who he is, people recognize themselves in him. Because he has no goal in mind, everything he does succeeds. When the ancient masters said, "If you want to be given everything, give everything up," they weren't using empty phrases. Only in being lived by the Tao can you be truly yourself. "23. Express yourself completely, then keep quiet. Be like the forces of nature. When it blows, there is only wind. When it rains, there is only rain. When the clouds pass, the sun shines through. If you open yourself to the Tao, you are at one with the Tao, and you can embody it completely. If you open yourself to insight, you are at one with insight, and you can use it completely. If you open yourself to loss, you are at one with loss, and you can accept it completely. Open yourself to the Tao, then trust your natural responses, and everything will fall into place. 24. He who stands on tiptoe doesn't stand firm. He who rushes ahead doesn't go far. He who tries to shine dims his own light. He who defines himself can't know who he really is. He who has power over others can't empower himself. He who clings to his work will create nothing that endures. If you want to accord with the Tao, just do your job, then let go. 25. There was something formless and perfect before the universe was born. It is serene empty, solitary, unchanging, infinite, eternally present. It is the mother of the universe. For lack of a better name, I call it the Tao. It flows through all things, inside and outside, and returns to the origin of all things. The Tao is great. The universe is great. Earth is great. Man is great. These are the four great powers. Man follows the earth. Earth follows the universe. The universe follows the Tao. The Tao follows only itself. 26. The heavy is the root of the light. The unmoved is the source of all movement. Thus the master travels all day without leaving home. However splendid the views, she stays serenely in herself. Why should the lord of the country flit about like a fool? If you let yourself be blown to and fro, you lose touch with your root. If you let restlessness move you, you lose touch with who you are. "27. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent upon arriving. A good artist lets his intuition lead him wherever it wants. A good scientist has freed himself of concepts and keeps his mind open to what is. Thus the master is available to all people and doesn't reject anyone. He is ready to use all situations and doesn't waste anything. This is called embodying the light. What is a good man but a bad man's teacher? What is a bad man but a good man's job? If you don't understand this, you will get lost, however intelligent you are. It is the great secret. 28. Know the male, yet keep to the female. Receive the world in your arms. If you receive the world, the Tao will never leave you, and you will be like a little child. Know the white, yet keep to the black. Be a pattern for the world. If you are a pattern for the world, the Tao will be strong inside you, and there will be nothing you can't do. Know the personal, yet keep to the impersonal. Accept the world as it is. If you accept the world, the Tao will be luminous inside you, and you will return to your primal self. The world is formed from the void, like utensils from a block of wood. The master knows the utensils, yet keeps to the block. Thus she can use all things. 29. Do you want to improve the world? I don't think it can be done. The world is sacred. It can't be improved. If you tamper with it, you'll ruin it. If you treat it like an object, you'll lose it. There is a time for being ahead, a time for being behind, a time for being in motion, a time for being at rest, a time for being vigorous, a time for being exhausted, a time for being safe, a time for being in danger. The master sees things as they are, without trying to control them. She lets them go their own way, and resides at the center of the circle. 30. Whoever relies on the Tao in governing men doesn't try to force issues or defeat enemies by force of arms. For every force, there is a counterforce. Violence, even well-intentioned, always rebounds upon oneself. The master does his job and then stops. He understands that the universe is forever out of control, and that trying to dominate events goes against the current of the Tao. Because he believes in himself, he doesn't try to convince others. Because he is content with himself, he doesn't need others' approval. Because he accepts himself, the whole world accepts him. 31. Weapons are the tools of violence. All decent men detest them. Weapons are the tools of fear. A decent man will avoid them, except in the direst necessity, and if compelled, will use them only with the utmost restraint. Peace is his highest value. If the peace has been shattered, how can he be content? His enemies are not demons, but human beings like himself. He doesn't wish them personal harm, nor does he rejoice in victory.
I have no shame. I will walk to like the tree line at least. Back to Jesus. Yeah, beep at me. I'm fucking having a piss.
If they taking a shit though, that's another story.
I see a lot of pukers on the side of the road.
I've been out here on the road so damn long, I have absolutely no shame.
I will whip my dick out. I don't give a damn.
Nah, you gotta watch that shit. You gonna get a charge, nigga. You gotta know where the school zones are. This nigga just pissing.
Is this the DOT to have your bed made? Is that still a rule? I know they probably don't enforce it, but is that still a DOT rule?
I don't know. Nobody ever brought this.
Mommy, why that guy got them tweezers?
What's he doing with that magnifying glass? Is he starting a fire? No.